So when I was in high school, I had a teacher who pretty much didn't like me. Now I had several teachers who didn't like me, but this dude, for some reason, what this dude did kind of sticks to me, right? And viewer discretion is advised, but I'm gonna try not to cuss as much because that last video about my fake friends and stuff, yeah, I was a bit heated. So let's just get into it. So I had a high school teacher. Basically, he was my lifetime sports, but it's another word for PE. And it was during COVID. And thank God for COVID because I'm gonna keep it a buck 50. I don't think I could have survived my 12th grade year of high school. Like a lot, and I mean a lot of people hated me. At this time, the entire complex hated me. My entire apartment complex hated me. People at school couldn't stand me. So it's just like I was gonna be alone all high school years. So thank God it happened the way it did. So thank you. Now I'm not grateful for COVID. I'm just grateful for the fact that I had to spend my entire 12th grade year of high school online. Because let's be real, your boy wouldn't be here right now. So long story cut short, one time I had this teacher, and I kind of was don't get me wrong, I was annoying as hell. I was a chatterbox, like I wanted somebody to talk to all the time. So I guess he kind of found me a bit annoying. And so one time I came into class, I logged on to class, and he told me what to do, and I was turning off my game because when I was in high school, when I was doing online school, I had an hour and 30 minute lunch because the way it was working with the second semester is the fact of people only go to school for I think two classes, then they'll come home and they give the people who has to go from school to home an hour to get home, and they will continue the rest of their classes online, right? Long story cut extremely short, right? He got to give me his attitude because I re-asked him for the question because I have bad hearing and I was turning off my game, so I kind of misheard him. He got to give me an attitude. I'm thinking like, okay, anybody will get mad about that, right? Then on top of the fact he had to add his 2 cent. If you don't know what 2 cent is, basically he had to add a smart comment. And if you don't know what that means, basically saying he said something that wasn't really necessarily needed to be said. So then, I'm thinking like, okay, maybe he was a bit upset. It makes sense. People probably had a long day. It hit me. It began to hit me the fact that he was only talking to me like this, right? Because every other student, he was talking to them all happy and cheerfully, but he was only talking to me like a dick. So this will go on for a few. This will go on for a few months, and I trust me, I tried to get out of his class. At that point, like I was done with this shit, right? And I remember one time, like he had told the class, "Oh, your makeup work is supposed to be done by such and such date." I was like, "Fuck it, I ain't gonna respond to him," right? He gonna call on my name specifically. Did you hear me? I'm like, dude, of course I heard you. Now, I would have dead ass to put something fucked up in that chat. I'm not even gonna hold you. But still, I hate the fact that I'm a pushover. So then on my second to last day, I basically finished the day early with my test. So, you think the common sense thing would be to tell the person, hey, don't come here tomorrow. Like you'll be fine. You can skip tomorrow, right? Because I won't have a reason not to be there. Nope. The next day I go to log on, and I feel like he intentionally did this, but I think it's just me being, kind of a paranoid. I go to log into class, and I got there like 20 minutes early. He straight up unmutes his mic and just tell me to leave. Like the fuck? Now I was being a bit rebellious. So then he was being an overall dick, telling me you need to go. Just go already. And I'm just like, nigga, you are talking to me like I'm your fucking kid. And like I said, these high school teachers in America, they be talking to these kids like they're their own kids. So then this motherfucker, so as I'm saying my goodbyes, this motherfucker go cut me off when I'm talking, going, yeah, 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 yeah. And he intentionally did this because he has cut me off several times before. And so I continue to talk. He gets louder. And why the fuck it hit me 2 months later? I could have just muted my computer so I could continue talking. But no, no, no. I decided to I decided to let him just cut me off, right? And that shit pissed me off. And he cut me. He did all that just to say you was good too. Like, bro, you just did all that just to cut me off and say you was good too. Like, how rude and disrespectful can y'all be? But yet y'all expect kids to respect y'all. Then I was like, screw it. I ain't gonna leave after that, right? He gonna tell me in a very slow way, go. And I'm just like, nigga, I would have slapped his ass, boy. Just thinking about that shit makes me want to slap him. Yo, high school teachers mad disrespectful, and I tell people all the damn time, you don't have to respect what they say. Now, dude, no, you shouldn't be going off popping your mouth off and stuff because that's how you get yourself in trouble. But kind of have a three-strike rule to where like if they say something to you out of the way 3 times. After that 3 times, say something back. But if they say something like once, twice, but on the third time they say something nice to you, reset it. I know it doesn't really work in the long run, but trust me, nowadays school's really against the children because they will punish the child for just talking back. But sometimes them teachers be intentionally starting stuff with them children. But that's my story, and I will be uploading part two to the bad girlfriend situation. It's just I gotta really prepare myself because that story does make me tear up a lot.